is presented by Benjamina Mia Casino. Licensed real estate professional since 2008. License number S01669991 LLC. It's a lunch hour in Vegas, and we're on the dot with Dot and Mia here on PHLV Radio.
Everybody. Hi, everybody. It's the lunch hour. It's me, Mia, on the dot. Welcome to the third episode of our second season. And here's Dot. Live.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to On the Dot. My name is Miss Dot. Look, I found my old mug. It's Miss Dot.
Is that
the Dot?
Sorry?
Yes, this is my mug from Montessori. I found it in one of the cupboards here. So I'm calling from Iloilo City, Philippines. Hello, Mia, Kuya Yo, and our guest host,
Our ghost,
and our listeners and viewers. Hello.
We miss you, Dot. How's Iloilo?
It is, as expected, it's tropical weather, muggy, sometimes rainy, sometimes dusty, always humid, but the food is good. Excuse me. So it's 4 a.m. here of a Thursday.
Oh, is it raining there? It's raining here.
Oh, not yet. But it's cloudy.
Oh, you mentioned the other day you had experienced the same old brownout.
Correct. And on Saturday, there will be another one. It's going to be a 12-hour brownout because they're fixing some stuff here. So, welcome.
Our ghost is ready.
Ghost is ready.
Oh, I'm here, guys. Please introduce. Hey, guys. Good morning, and to wherever you guys are. This is Trio again. It's the third episode for the second season. So 3 for Trio. I'm just here, and I'm going to be co-hosting with these two beautiful ladies. It just so happened to be that I'm here in the studio, and they're out there in their respective homes, and let's start a good show today.
We're glad you're there, Trio.
Did we ask Trio before when he guested where they got their name, your name, Atrio, or is it Atrio? Atrio? How do you pronounce the name?
So it's a trio. We got this. Well, actually, my dad got the name from the movie Neverending Story. It's a late 1980s film, and that's what they're where they got the protagonist name is Atreyu, which is Atreyu. But then my mom kind of spelled it a different way. So, but I'm okay with that because trio, third born, we're good.
Oh, that makes sense.
But everything's been good. So
our topic is
yes. Go ahead, Miss Mia.
Our topic for today is in search for the one dot. The one dot thing.
Char. Hashtag the one. So it's very interesting since it's post Valentine's. You know, like on the poster, you guys saw that thought guy is pretty too. It's kind of like overrated. The one that got away. So this time around, let's talk about finding the one. And later on, we're gonna have a guest, a very special guest that I had. She's one of my coworkers, and later on when she arrives, I'll introduce you guys to her. It's gonna be Raymona Head. I hopefully she's gonna arrive soon, but nevertheless, let's just start. Miss Dot and Miss Mia.
So you mentioned that Raymona recently just got married, correct? So I'm assuming she found the one.
Very, very interesting story. Yes, yes. So I'm very excited to have her here in the studio, and we'll talk about that later on.
So while not here, let's grill you first.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course. Grill me anytime. Let's do it.
So are you in search of the one?
You know, I would say maybe. I'm just like looking for the right and ideal person. So we're also gonna have that topic later on, ideal versus reality. So we're gonna tackle that in a moment. But since I'm gonna answer Miss Mia's question, is I am looking for that person, but I haven't had the opportunity yet, nor did I have any chance to actually meet people. So sige lang, we'll just talk about that. So for our viewers as well, I have a question for you. If you can comment, what do you call this? What was your first time you saw that the one person in your life, or your lifetime partner? You can comment down below. What was the setting? Was it in a restaurant? Was it in school? So give us that information later on, and we'll try to read the comments later on. So yeah. So Ms. Dot, anything? Do you have anything to add?
Yes, in fact, I do. There seems to be a pressure for men to look for the one, and for women to be found as the one. Seek and you shall find. So I'm wondering as well if women do that. They look for the one, and the men are the found ones. Or let's say if we expanded that to include not just men and women in a relationship, but women and women, or men and men, the other partner.
Right.
I'm interested.
So
who does the finding, who does the searching, and who does the being found?
Is that still relevant today? In our society, like 2022, like, do ladies have to be found? Or because I think with all the social media going on, they go to like dating apps, and they try to find this person, and it could be casual, it could be long term. But let me ask you this: women, do you still want to be found, or do you want to do the looking around?
Go ahead, Mia.
I
Sige nga.
You're found already.
Huh?
No, it works both ways for both.
Okay, diba?
Yeah, I think it works both ways. Both are looking and both want to be in my
Charut.
Charot.
Charut.
Sure.
Charot. Yeah,
So
but
yeah, so
for
I
me-
get oh. Go ahead. I think Miss Me, you're cutting off.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, a little
For
bit.
me, I think it works both ways for both men and women.
Mm-hmm.
Want to be found, and both are looking.
Gotcha.
There's also that important word, Trio and Mia, the one dot stays. But before the stays, there's the word dot. I'm just bringing this up because Mia is so good at playing with words. So she's playing with the word dot to substitute for that.
That.
The one stay. So because it's on the dot, so we're just playing with the word
Mm-hmm.
dot. But like I said, pilot episode for this season, the dot is not about Miss Dot, but it's about being here and now.
Mm-hmm.
But playing with the word that, now we go back to the word the one that stays in the relationship, right? Stays around.
Mm-hmm.
He or she sticks around, and through thick or thin, through whatever. So that is interesting. What
Okay.
makes the other person stay? What makes you stay in a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
Mia? What makes you not want to stay, Trio?
Right.
What makes the other person leave? And what qualities would make you stay in a relationship? What are your qualities? What are the qualities of the other person? What is in what's in it for you, or what is it that you want to give
Mm-hmm.
in relationships? So,
Well,
so interesting.
it's like a long term occupation when you're with somebody, Marriage is not just a one-time thing that you get married and that's it. It's always a job. It's like a job. Like you have to work hard to still maintain that relationship, maintain that spark. And it's very easy to say, but so hard to do because
Is it?
yeah, I mean, I'm not married, but I kind of like have this idea that you just have to keep courting that person in the long run, because like some people forget about that. Some people more focus on like their jobs. They tend to forget about their partner, and it's always the most basic things that we forget once we're with somebody and what we're doing. So I think that's very important while you're in a relationship is to maintain the spark, maintain the flame. Kumbaga.
Tama, tama. Like Mia here, how long have you been in a
I
relationship,
was trying
in
to ask that
marriage,
too.
Mia?
Yes.
Aha.
With me,
Mia. Yes.
husband and I, he was my first boyfriend. So
Oh wow.
I since I was 18. Don't ask me how old I am now, but my primary makes me stay. Well, my my criteria is humor.
Oh, humor. Okay, humor.
For
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
and the only thing I look for, because I'm a very happy person,
Mm-hmm.
and, and I think when somebody is intelligent, everything falls around you. So
Mm-hmm.
when you're in a relationship, everything is happy. So you're,
Mm-hmm.
so I look for
Mm-hmm.
humor in a person, and when
Gotcha.
a person is humorous, you tend to, and your life is happy, and everything
Mm-hmm.
that criteria.
So the one that stays in your relationship is the one who has a sense of humor,
Sense of
right?
humor. Number one.
Sense of humor. How about you, Trio? Have
Oh,
you
for me,
ever? Hmm?
let me ask you, Ate
Me?
Dot. Yeah, let me ask you. Ilang taon ka na ba How long
Huh.
have you been married?
Well, I stayed only for let me see, 18 years with the first one.
Uh-huh.
And I am still in my 10th year
10th year
with
current.
this last one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting, because what makes the other person leave as well? What
Mm.
made me leave? I had a lot of good humor in my first marriage, yeah,
Yeah.
but it wasn't enough.
Oh.
It wasn't enough because, like Trio said, you need to have a good, you work hard for it, and you also play hard for it. Work hard, play hard, the combination. The But in a long lasting event such as a marriage and raising a family, there has to be commitment. There's to be a giving of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
All these little things and big things. So
That's yeah.
Yeah, so
Right, right.
I can't really be saying anything about being married because I've never been married. So, yung position ko is pretty much to ask you questions and see how it goes, especially for our guests later on. I can't be the expert. I'm not a marriage expert, but we're gonna tackle in a little bit the ideal versus reality, in a way.
The
You know.
ideal versus reality. But
Yes.
first Trio,
Okay.
before that,
Okay.
you know,
Go ahead.
uh, it isn't just marriage that we stay in.
Mm.
It could also be because some people choose not to be married, but they
Correct.
stay in the relationship.
Okay. Okay. So
Right,
relation.
right.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily a commitment on paper or in front of a
Mm-hmm.
presiding minister that makes a couple makes two people stay together.
Mhm.
There's also the what is it? What's your commitment with each other that makes you stay,
Mm-hmm. I
right?
agree. Yeah.
Because I know people who are not married, but they are so committed to each other
Mm-hmm.
and they are so happy with each other. And there are also those who are so committed to the marriage. I mean, to the that piece of paper that
Mm-hmm.
makes you stick to each other because you have the insurance, you have you have the land title, you have the property, you have the car, and the health care and all
Mm-hmm.
that. So yeah, let's stay together.
So many factors. So many factors talaga, no?
Oh
Um.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
All right. So what's the ideal for you, Trio?
Ideal. Ideal for me. Wow. Well, first of all, is there has to be constant communication, diba? That's
Mhm.
always number one for me. Um, there's always have to have that space where you can actually interact and talk to each other in a very genuine manner na talagang totoo ba, hindi yung parang like date lang tapos wala kayong communication na may it's not gonna work like that, especially in it also has to be teamwork, because since you're gonna be in a partnership, in a more relationship, you're gonna have to work with, like you said, yung mga bills na ganun. um, yeah, I mean,
Yes. Yes.
doon naman
Children.
papunta I mean, di ba? Like you have to have that person ready for whatever your problems are, and if she has her own thing going on, pretty much kind of like work together, you know.
True.
It's
Yes,
it's
like
it's always teamwork. It's always
in-laws.
teamwork.
Exactly. The sociocultural aspects of a relationship, the different backgrounds, the
Mm-hmm.
education, profession, values, ideals, so many other things to consider in being the one that stays and searching for the one who will stay.
Oh,
Tama?
so yeah.
Like Kuya Yo.
Kuya Yo, ano mo yung comment mo?
Of course. You're the longest one in a relationship among us.
Oh,
Are
yes.
you or is it Mia?
Pa ba? Si Kuya Yo yata.
27.
27.
7? Ano ba ako?
Oh, nako, ito. Pardon your humor ba yan, Mia?
Let me,
Nagbibilang, oh.
Kuya Yo na lang.
Si Kuya, si Kuya yun na lang. Yeah.
Dapat
Dalawang lalaki, si Trio at saka si Kuya Yo.
Hmm.
What makes you say?
Oy, dapat si Kuya Yo to mag-answer kasi this is much more, di ba? Kuya Yo? What
The
are your
man that
thoughts?
makes-
I think wala sa script ito eh.
Wala sa
What are you talking about?
I thought I was just gonna push buttons in the
Right,
background today.
Go ahead and push someone's buttons, Kuya Yo.
Well, well, the one that stays.
The
Ano ba to?
one that stays.
Well, it's hard to. Sorry, I don't have a camera, guys. But it's hard to really think of the ideal
Mhm.
because no one is perfect.
Mhm.
So I think the one that made us stay for 27 years and hopefully another 27 more years is that especially she accepts that I am flawed, and I do too. On sa kanya, na, we accept each other's shortcomings. So we already know. We already accepted that this relationship is not going to be perfect right from the start.
Right.
So that pagka may nagkamali, we can just say na we expected this, and we just just move on and try to ano, hinahanap ko sa anong page ba to?
Anong page ba to? Okay, page 7 ko.
Page 5. Yeah, something like that. Right. Yeah, we just don't expect so much of each other to be perfect. We just stay happy and support each other's dreams. Yun pala yun.
There you go. Yun.
Support each other's dreams.
So parang teamwork pa din, parang ganoon, 'di ba? Teamwork.
Right.
And especially with expectations, let's also talk about that. Your expectations, no? Kailangan siguro like what Leo said is don't expect too much na high expectations. It's just pretty much if we fall, then there's always a way to pick us up or back again. Na parang let's work together on fixing each other and helping out. Parang ganun. So we're staying for the love per se, but love is so broad to say na kung pag-ibig ba talaga o hindi. But I'm saying is love is an action, diba? That's what we talked about the last time I was here, was love is an action, and you have to keep doing that act. Keep doing that action to maintain the flame.
Right. Love is a verb. That's what you're saying. But it's also a noun.
Yep.
So my tagline in my correspondences is I am love. That makes the word love, that makes me a noun. Okay, so when a person believes that he is love, he or she is love, that's like your identity.
She is the palanga.
She is the palanga.
You are the palanga, and also the palangaer. And the palanga. So when you call yourself by any other name, when you call yourself your own essence, or when you name yourself as an essence, say for example, I am peace, or I am equanimity, or I am generosity, instead of I am generous, it makes so much it shifts your identity into the next level. So for example, if I say I am a teacher, that's my identity, right? I teach, so therefore I'm a teacher. But it's a play with words. Trio and Mia and Kuyo and our listeners, it's a play with words. In some of our coaching, in a lot of our coaching events, we invite people to name themselves as the essence, not the action, the noun, not the action, the name, not the action, not just the action. It really shifts it moves the other person, it moves that person towards a higher, deeper, or greater identity. So you're not just a realtor like Mia, for example. You are the land itself, for example. You are the essence of giving yourself. So it really is a shift in perception. So we said, Trio, that love is an action. Who is doing the action?
That's gonna be you.
That's gonna be you.
Yeah.
You can't love if you don't know what love is, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. I wanna know what love is.
Sure.
Yeah.
So parang kumbaga like affirmations, diba? Daily affirmations. Yun yung sinasabi mo, parang ganun. Like you have to be that word, pretty much.
You are that word.
And
right.
Yes, and you're right, because every day when you affirm yourself to be like you're calm, you're love, you're this and that, whatever positive words you have, that will manifest in a way, in time when it's your turn, or when in time when it's supposed to happen. So
Yeah, pero mahirap, Trio. For me, I find it hard because
uh-huh.
I'm a judger.
Judger,
Yeah,
judgmental
And
ka pala ate dati.
I'm a judger.
love spelled backwards is evil.
Evil. La.
Alin ang evil?
Love spelled backwards is evil.
Love spelled backwards is evil.
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 Okay.
Grabe
Evil.
naman.
Are you evil to love?
Are you able to
You're not
love?
evil to love.
Evil, like that.
Oh, by the way, I'm trying to so mga comments natin, shoutout naman tayo sa mga viewers natin.
Sige, sige.
Let's see,
Mr.
let's Dick Villanueva watching from Paris, France. Bonjour à toi. Bonjour à toi.
Bonjour.
Ayun. Let's say Yaj Anyor Anyor I don't know how to say her name. Watching from Manila. Take care, family po. TC family? TC family po. Mabuhay po kayo. And my
Yay.
brother is watching as well, Patrick Ricarte. There's no one, bro. It's just that it's only your turn, Char.
Again.
Sabi
What did
niya,
he say?
there's no one daw. It's just
No.
that it's your only turn.
It's your only
Turn. So kung turn mo na,
turn.
it's kind of complicated. I don't know how to explain that. It's so hard to analyze.
If it's your time, it's your time.
It's your time. Parang ganun siguro sinasabi niya. Parang,
You could be the one now,
parang ganon
but you
siguro.
could be
No.
the X1 later.
Yeah.
And I serendipity lang.
Yeah. In time.
Oh, sino pa?
Sino pa ba Kuya Yo?
We have some listeners on the app,
There you
and
go.
yes, I think we've got somebody watching and listening from Paris, France.
Yes,
Maraming
sir.
salamat. And we have this partner of ours there, Radyo Pinoy Paris, I guess, or
Mm-hmm.
Pinoy Radio Paris. Thank you, Dick Villanueva. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
For tuning in. Lahat ng mga kaibigan natin sa France. The country, Paris, the city of love.
Ayun.
City of there we talked about love.
Yay.
Like you said earlier, it's an offshoot from last week. So
Post Valentine.
Post
Yeah.
Valentine's. So how was your Valentine's pala? To the both of you ladies, how did it go?
define Valentine.
Still finding the one, pare.
Finding the one. Oh, si Mia.
Wala, the same.
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 Ah.
Same.
And separated, LDR kayo this Valentine.
Oh, yeah, LDR.
LDR.
Alam mo,
Well,
mahirap yan.
we just said Happy Valentine's because wala. We live in different time zones. It's hard for us to catch each other. So
Saka she's in Iloilo and then her husband's here in the States. They're
True.
separate.
Mm-hmm.
ikaw Trio.
Well,
naman. Nire-roast namin eh.
I know, guys. I'm a very bad example pag mga date na ganito.
Nagde-dating apps ka ba?
Oo nga,
I
ikaw
was
dapat-
trying to open that topic too. So I was looking at some dating apps, diba? And then I don't know, man. I get so picky minsan. Like parang ano ba to?
Swipe
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, parang swipe left. I'm so bad at dating apps. Kasi I'm the kind of person that appreciate a person when you see that person, you feel the energy, you talk to that person. Hindi yung parang sa pictures lang. Then it's very intimidating sometimes pag ganun, diba? Like let's say you like this girl, you put a comment or i-message mo siya. Tapos and then when you guys meet up, it's not the same expectation you have. And I don't want to be that person that's going to be like, you know what, it's not going to work out, we'll just stop talking. So, that's one of the things I hate pag dating apps, because minsan ako, like, I'm very specific, and once sabihin ko na parang, di kita type pala. Sorry. I don't want to be that person, so Pero when I see a person na kakausapin ko like in real life and I really meet them in person, and when that time comes that it's actually given to you, I work that way. So at least I would know na should I even ask her out or not? Because sa dating apps, you have to ask them out regardless. Kasi you want to meet them, you want to talk to them. So I don't want to be a waste of time, and I don't want them to waste my time. Because I'm very frank. Yeah, that's just my personality. Girls, that's my personality. I'm very frank. Yeah.
Yay. You're very genuine and authentic.
Yeah,
and all
kasi,
that.
you know, para sa akin, I don't want to be wasting your time kasi. Yun din yung problema ko eh. Parang, alam mo yun. Kung gusto kita, gusto kita. Pag ayaw mo sa akin, tapos gusto kita, I'll try my best to win you. Pero if kung ayaw mo talaga, then ganun lang. I'm not for you if, di ba? Because my only thing is, when you love somebody, you either love them 100% or not at all.
Well, what about this song by Sting?
Oh,
When
sing
you
it.
love somebody, set them free, free, free.
Ayun.
Set them free. Ah. What about that trio?
I haven't heard the song. Kuya Yo, can you play the song? joke lang.
Wala yata
Joke lang.
sa-
It's gonna be a lot of research.
Hindi yata pwede.
Yeah.
But when you love somebody, set them free. By
Yes.
that I mean
Set them free. You
yeah,
know, I've
set the
tried
person
that. You know, I've tried that. You know, yung sa mga exes ko before, kung, yeah, just set them free. Huwag mong pilitin. Kasi, I'd rather be, like I said, I'd rather be loved than half-hearted palagi. You know? Like, 1 year of just pretending na you love the person is unfair to that person. So, if you love somebody, just set me free or set her free. Na parang, uy, kung ayaw mo na, let's just move on. Like, you don't have to be with me, you know?
But there's another spin to that, setting the other person free to be who he is, to be who she is,
Okay.
to think critically for herself, to make his or her own decisions,
Right.
to express herself
Oh,
or
yeah.
himself, to explore his possibilities, to be fully engaged in life and not to constantly, can I have your permission, darling? May
Right.
I see my friends? You know, that's not freedom. To be free in the loving relationship is to be completely trusting, to be completely confident with yourself, with who you are, with the other person. So for me, that's my spin on setting the other person free when you love him. Yung hindi mo chine-check up palagi. Where are you? What time are you coming home? Who are you with? That's not love. That's codependency.
Right. And you can only influence a partner at some degree. Hindi yung palaging like, and your partner has a choice to give in to that influence or, you know, pretty much make ends meet.
And also,
Yeah.
imagine you don't feel love that way if you're not fully secure.
Exactly, Mia. True. Right,
You-
right.
You're not being loved if you're not secure, completely secure.
Ay, nagtatype yata. Si Kuya Yo ba yan?
And
Ano daw sabi, Kuya Yo? Are you answering our fans?
Yeah, some people are texting us.
Uy.
I know, right?
Yeah,
It's so
asking
fun.
us, and they're quoting some of their
Ayun.
yung mga na-receive nilang greeting cards nung February, and
Nice.
some of them are very interesting. You know, it's not just receiving greeting cards, but kung ano yung sinasabi ng greeting cards. You know, it's some of them are funny, some of them are very serious. Yan. Kayo ba namimigay pa kayo ng, are you still giving Valentine's cards to each other at this point?
Do you, Mia? Ako, no. I just make my own crazy little things. How about you?
Valentine cards, yeah.
You do?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
easier.
It's easier.
Being fun and funny greeting cards.
Right.
Going back to what you said earlier, Trio,
Mm.
dating apps. When you did you receive? Did you hear the two voice memos that I sent? I asked a couple of ladies why they use dating apps during these days.
Mm-hmm.
Is that part of our show for today, or are we saving that for the next one?
We could save that for the next one.
Okay, okay.
Actually, our guest is already in the building, Kuya Yo.
Right?
Yeah, so I'm just
We'll take a break.
yeah,
Shall we
we
take
could
a
take a
short
break.
break for our
Of course.
sponsor, and then let's bring our guest in, Raymona.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Don't go away.
On the Dot is presented by Benjamina Mia Casino. Licensed real estate professional since 2008. License number S01669991 LLC.
Okay, back to On the Dot, and we are broadcasting from two different places, three different places actually. Mia from her home, me from in Las Vegas, Trio and Kuya Yo, and our incoming guest broadcasting from the studio at Maryland Parkway in Las Vegas, and me, Miss Dot, broadcasting from Iloilo City, Philippines, where the time is, what time is it? 4 something in the morning of a Thursday. Yeah. Mia, what time is it there?
It is 12:41.
12:41?
12:45, 44.
Is it that fast? We're almost done?
We're having fun, yes.
We're having fun. So much fun. So we are having an LDR, long distance relationship with Mia. Where's the other one? Where's everyone? Okay. Are you still there, people? Yeah, Mia got lost. And where is Trio? Trio is all right. So just to recap, we're talking about the one dot
I'm back.
stays. Right. Hi, Mia. So apparently I stayed for just a few seconds. I stayed. The one dot stays. So back to Trio said earlier that, and a lot of people say this also to Yo, that no one's perfect. No marriage is perfect. If the word perfect is not supposed to be used in marriage or relationships or people, where do we use the word perfect? I was thinking we should scrap that out of the vocabulary, out of the dictionary.
The perfect, so bad in math. The square root.
Siguro perfect is used in mechanical things, or surgery. You need to be perfect, precise, exact. You need to be flawless, correct?
Yeah.
Like a medical procedure. You can't be, yeah, okay na yan. Hindi pwede.
Thing will collapse.
Uh-uh. They,
With your first marriage. So was the humor, did it go away, or did it stay?
Great question, Mia, because in my second marriage, where I am right now, the humor is cornier, but it's fun. It's you can be as witty or as corny with each other, but it's still there. I think we carry it with us, and that's one of the things that I also look for in a person. All right.
All right. Hey guys, I'm back. So I'm gonna introduce you our special guest of the day. We have Miss Raymona with us, and Miss Raymona, if you could introduce, tell us more about yourself.
Hi, guys. My name is Ramona Uwayanye.
Mm-hmm.
I am from Barbados. I was raised in New York City. And I met a trio, through work. I came to Las Vegas 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I've been here. I've been in the medical field about 15 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And relationship wise, has been a roller coaster. But I have found the love of my life. I've went to Nigeria and found my husband. And ironically, he works at the international airport in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't say anything negative. It's been wonderful. It's been a wonderful experience, even with me being here in Las Vegas and him still being there in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about long distance relationships, it takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of willpower to hold everything together. You have to be a strong individual, strong minded, and you have to have trust, faith, and willpower.
Mm-hmm.
To hold it together, working, keeping your family together, and still trying to maintain on an everyday basis.
And Miss Ray, like we've talked about this a lot of times before, and it's just so amazing because you've been here throughout your life, and I know you have had some relationships before, but then you found your love in traveling, right?
Yes.
Pretty much. Wow.
Yes. I've been to a lot of places. I've traveled a lot of places in the world. Numerous countries, numerous states, and here in Las Vegas, finding the one is a roller coaster within itself. You have to be open-minded to the individual. These days, everything is online. Nothing is personal anymore. Everything is either text message or video chat, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook.
Man.
What about going on a real date? What about having a real dinner? Making it personal again. I understand about COVID. I get it. You have to be protected. I get it. But finding the one, you can't find the one online. That's just, it's just dangerous. So much things is happening, to young women, ladies, men also. When you meet these strangers online, they not who they are. They getting scammed. They getting all type of stuff is happening um,
Mhm.
to people.
And Miss Red, I did tell them I'm so bad at dating apps. To be honest, it's so it's so ridiculous. I just can't. It has to be that right connection, Like when you meet the
Right.
when you meet the person, then you want to take it on a date, and that's gonna be more genuine. Than be like, hey, you know what? Like I think I like you. Let's go on a date, and then next thing you know, I'm just like, you know what? You're not really my type, so I want to avoid that situation where I'm gonna be the one who's gonna be the bad guy. Like, you know.
Mhm.
Well, do you be honest? Do you be honest with them when you meet them
Okay.
on these apps? Do you ask them direct questions
Hmm.
or do you play head games with them?
So like honesty is one key that you have to like set that foundation, right?
You have to set the tone.
Mm.
If you don't set the tone of what you want, you know, the person is either going to go along with it or not. You have to put it out there what you want.
Hmm.
Um, because, like I said, you just never know what you're getting yourself into.
Right. Athenia and Miss Dad, do you guys have any questions for Ramona? Just to follow
So,
up.
Very. Oh, go ahead, Mia.
so when did you meet your husband again?
I met him almost 3 years ago on a trip. I was there visiting in Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria, at the airport. He works at the airport. And actually, I was coming back to the States. And actually, I was in a wheelchair. So he didn't even know
What?
I can walk. He didn't know if I had a disability.
Mm.
He didn't know any of that. And he came up to me. He asked me, "Is everything okay? Did you need any help?" He was very attentive to my needs.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to know if I was okay. So I was waiting for my passport. Another gentleman had my passport, and I was just sitting there waiting for my passport
Mm-hmm.
to be taken to the gate. And he said, "No problem. I'm going to help you. I'm going to make sure it was taking so long with your
Mhm,
passport." And that's how the conversation started. And I was like, oh my God, he's so nice. He's so attentive.
Mhm.
You don't meet people like that. Customer service today is horrible.
Mm. I agree.
Customer service is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is, when he came back with my passport, he was just very straightforward. He was like, "Can I have your number?" And I just looked up that to him like, "Excuse me?" Like, what do you want my number for? I don't even know you. He was very direct, and
Mhm.
he was like, "I really want to talk to you. Can I have your number?" And I was like, "Oh, this guy,"
Oh, wow.
And I wound up giving him my number, and we talked every day for a year, FaceTime
Mm-hmm.
for an entire year, didn't miss a day for a year.
Wow.
In the second year, we wound up getting married in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm. And this was when we were talking about at work, right? That you wanted
Yes.
to proceed. First of all, why were you in a wheelchair?
I was in a wheelchair to get through the line faster.
Oh, okay. The way to go then.
That's
I
the
know
way to
that trick.
travel.
I know that trick.
Hey,
Ramona,
yes.
Ramona, it's interesting what you said earlier that it's hard to look for the one, which is why our title is perfect. We're
Mhm.
only sometimes you search for the one
Mhm.
somewhere. Love comes from the most unexpected
Expected.
places. That's
Yes.
according to the song. So you could be searching for the one, or maybe not. You maybe you're just searching for a date
Mhm.
online. What's that? What's that? Tinder.
Ooh.
The Tinder swindler. What was that? Is that the
That was-
correct name of the title in Netflix? Tinder swindler.
I
You could be
think.
searching, but
I-
finding is different.
Mhm.
Finding means you have to really talk in
Mhm.
person, or
Now,
so those are two different words.
now,
Search and find.
Mm-hmm. Now, they have those apps, Tinder, Fish,
Smash and
Plenty of
dash.
yeah. Now, I don't go on none of them. I've never been on Tinder. I don't know what it's about or any of that. But what I do know, if you go out to a club just to have a drink, a cocktail, if you don't drink, go have dinner. You know, before the men used to approach the women, hey, if they see a nice looking woman, they approach the women, can I buy you a drink? You know, and the conversation would start there. These days, the women, they're not afraid anymore to approach the men. They see a handsome man and they say, "Can I buy you a drink?" It's nothing wrong with that. The same way the men do it, the women does it the same. You know, we have to stop being afraid to put ourselves out there, not in a negative way, but in a positive way. Because if you want yourself to be noticeable, to be seen, you know, Tinder is not the way. Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram is not the way. You know, we have to start meeting people in person, you know, so they can see you in person, your personality, you know, and you can tell right away from one personality, from a conversation, whether or not, you know what, I'm not going to give him my number. I'm not going to deal with him no more. I'm not going to talk to him anymore. You can know right then and there if you want to take this any further.
Right. Like I want to smell the person.
Well, hey,
Hey,
I
if
can
that's
smell someone from onto the camera, you know. Let me smell your hair, you know.
well, hey, if that's your thing, then you know if you're about the
I know,
smell,
right? And it's
you
part
know.
of the whole package.
Ass
Mia, diba? I'm sorry.
or not.
Yeah.
I just hope like the power of destiny is still, you know, it's still real, so to
Well,
speak.
it is. You just my thing is if you have faith in yourself, and if you, I always say, if you're true to yourself, you'll be true to the person that's in front of you, across from you, behind you.
Right.
You always have to be true to yourself. Because if you're not true to yourself, you're not going to be true to anyone else. And by that, I'm saying, you know, you have to trust what comes out of your mouth. You have to trust everything that you do, you know. Because if you can't trust yourself, you're not going to trust the next person. You're going to have trust issues. You're going to have be worrying about, oh my God, who she's talking to. Oh my God, who's he's talking to. You're going to have insecurity issues,
Yep.
you know. So I always say, trust yourself. Believe what you say first.
You know, a little like background with Miss Ray, since we've been working. You know, we've actually only just worked for 1 year, but you know, she's one of those genuine persons that I've met so far that I really appreciate her. You know, we've gone a long way, maybe just a year, but there were a lot of things going on that were kind of built a relationship and got stronger. You know, she's just one of those people that I can never forget. You know, she's just one of my one of my people. You know.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank
yeah.
you.
And I really appreciate her for showing up today. It's not the best time for her to be awake right now because she works night shift, but I really do appreciate her for coming in around
Oh,
and you know spending
love
time for us and giving us some information as well. All
so
right, so
beautiful. Yeah.
we're on our last few minutes before we end the show. Is there anything any last words that we have to pretty much tell the audience or give them more information? We'll start with our special guest, Miss Ray.
I would like to say thank you for having me here on the show, and to the viewers and to the people. Finding the one is very, very, how can I say, introverted. You have to be open-minded. Okay. You have to be very, very open-minded with yourself, very trustworthy with yourself. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Leave these apps and everything alone, and because you just don't know. You just have to be safe. You have to be safe, and if you want to smell someone's hair or smell what they hey, if that's your thing, then so be it. But just be safe on doing it, and thank you again for having me.
Okay, Miss Mia, Miss Dot.
I'll go first because I think Mia will give us a closing quote.
Oh, of course, of course.
So my take on this is before searching for the one that stays, be the one that you really love. Love yourself, because you are the one, the primary one in the relationship you have to deal with. You deal with yourself all the time, whether you're with someone or not. So be the one who is committed to stay, and be as authentic as you can be, as what Ray said.
Okay.
So that even if you don't find the other one, you're comfortable with yourself.
Yes.
Start from within.
Start from within.
Okay, Miss Mia.
Well, first of all, I wanted to thank Miss Raymona.
Yes.
And of course, Trio for being our guest co-host, and for everyone who's looking. I think it's important for you to look for chemistry, and for you to be looking for someone. Look for someone you can live with, but most of all, look for someone you can live without.
Yes.
There you go.
What about you, Trio?
Well, I would say always have that. I think we should all try to go back to destiny in a way. Try to trust yourself first, and then have the universe work for you. Yeah. All right.
Right. Yeah.
Now,
you have anything? Right. So thank you so much, Ray. Thank you, Raymona, for coming over despite your schedule. Thank you so much, Trio, for being on the seat right there, on the hot seat right there. Mia, thank you so much for creating this the topic for today. Kuya, thank you so much. And to all our listeners and viewers, thank you for sticking around here on The Dot.
On The Dot. We'll see you guys next time.
Next week. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
On The Dot is presented by Benjamina Mia Casino. Licensed real estate professional since 2008. License number S01669991 LLC. Heading to Las Vegas? Thinking of buying, selling, or for investing in real estate? From city view lofts, high rises, lakefront villas, mountain view homes, and all types of residential properties Vegas has to offer. Follow Mia to the road of your dreams to home ownership. Call 702-281-9063 or visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com. Mia is also on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. With Mia Casino, you can be sure you get real estate with integrity.